Mm. Mm. But, hey, what are you doing here? Hey, it's not finished. Hold on. The video's starting soon. Oh shit! Fucking sneaking in on me. Alright, hello there. So this is gonna be part 2 to my first video. So in the first video, I showed you what this is. This is the water wheel contraption. Gives you basically endless energy for cheap and free. As you can see, I did a little bit of renovations, made it a little longer, because that is what we're going to need for this. Also, in the last video, I forgot to show you the existence of the speedometer. I explained that, too. But this is going to be my advanced build. So this is going to take you all the way to bronze, and, you know, all the goodies of bronze. So let's get started. First and foremost is our mechanical press. So that made us our wrench. Hold on. Do I have an inventory? No. But it did make us our goggles and our wrench. So that allows us to see how much kinetic force or kinetic stress this is having on our system. And this is our mixer. This is what will actually make our brass. There's our blaze burner. I'll explain that. Then we have our deployer, which is going to help us make something else in the future. But this is this. So first we have our mechanical press. You're going to make your mechanical press with a block of iron, andesite casing, and a shaft. So let's just get our andesite casing. I know I show you it, but it's better if I just craft it. You know what I'm saying? So we get our shaft. Actually no, we need our block of iron. Ooh. Shaft. And our thing. That makes us that. And so we connect it like so, right there. And so the next thing now, well then yeah, and then we make our depot. So the depot, oh my goodness gracious, oh my lordy lord. Our depot, andesite casing and andesite alloy. Easy enough, no need to be explained. So this is where you'll deploy your stuff. Next is the mechanical mixer. The mixer requires a whisk, andesite casing, and cog wheel. Now these two you already know. Whisk though can be a little expensive. So you have 5 iron plates and 2 andesite alloy. So let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So, and then 1, 2. That makes us our whisk. Ow. So the next after that would be our andesite casing, this, and this. Oh wait, what? Oh, it requires a cogwheel instead. There you go. You'd make that. Perfect. And so the difference with this one is that, unlike this, which just takes a straight shaft straight to it, is that this requires a cog on the side of it. So how I did it was set time set day. Thank you. Okay, anyways. So it sets from this gearbox right here. Now, this is an extra gearbox I decided to add, so then I could actually go around and do it. So this goes all the way to the back, all the way to the whisk, right here. And that makes us our basin. Or that goes into the basin. Basin requires just basically a bucket with 2 andesite alloy in the corner. That's it. Just a really big bucket. And then we have our little buddy down here, the blaze burner. So blaze burner is to require 4 iron sheets and another rack. So let's do that. Again, I know I have creative, and I know you can see the recipes, but it just feels better if I craft it. You know what I'm saying? 4. So now place it in your depot. 2, 3, 4. Boom. 4. And boom. There. You now have your empty blaze burner. Like so. Boop. So now let's say, man, I want, but this is useless. You see this? This is pointless. I can't do anything with this. You can't do anything with this. Nobody can. But we can make it do something. That's a weird ass spawn egg. Okay. Blaze. Oh. Well, he was dying, but basically I took the empty blaze burner, I right clicked on him, and this made a full blaze burner. Like so. Hello guy. You're my slave. Boink. And so this gets placed under the basin. And so now let's actually make our bronze. So what did this guy eat? This guy's hungry. He doesn't make heat by himself. Now, you could also use, I think, a campfire. I'm not certain about that. That's a theory, a game theory. I'm not going to test it. But a blaze burner is the surefire way of it working. So now we need zinc. And we need, I think, copper. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so this little guy, he eats flammable materials. This could include plant liquid. There's plant liquid. I swear to God, there is seed oil. Yeah, there we go. Seed oil from Create Crafts and Additions. He also eats coal, I'm pretty sure. He's hungry for that. He also eats lava, and lava will make him, you know, last longer. So the more flammable and more hot a material is, the longer he'll last. You can also make a thing called blaze cakes. And we'll get to that another time, but that's basically, this will overcharge him. This will make him a super blaze burner, but we don't care about that right now. So we're gonna take our coal, take one, we'll feed him well, and boom, as you can see, it's mixing into brass ingots. Ta-da! Brass ingots. You've just hit the Bronze Age. It's not that difficult. Now obviously this requires you to get zinc and copper, but once you have them, you're good to go. And so now what are we going to use this for? What is this deployer for? Well, see all this? This is annoying. This is really gosh darn annoying. Look at all this. All the spinning and all the functioning. Clearly you didn't come to this mod to see all these cool cogs working. Instead, I wanted to make this all simplified, so we're going to do just that. So, in the Create mod, there is this silly little thing called a rotation speed controller. This is your savior. Why? Because you can set the speed as high as you want without all this. And we're going to make it. This requires a brass casing and a precision mechanism. Now, a brass casing we can make real easy. Let's do it right now, actually. Let's get an axe. Alright, let's put this away, right there, there, boom, brass casing. We're rich. However, the Precision mechanism is not so easy to get. This requires an advanced process called recipe sequencing. Now, in a factory setting, this might be easier, where the the things would drag it along and do it by itself. However, we're wanting the most simplistic way to advance, right? So instead, we're just gonna do it by hand, because we're cool. This requires a golden sheet, a cogwheel, a large cogwheel, and an iron nugget. How this is going to work is basically you press a piece of gold. So let's do that right now. Gold. So you press that. And then with this, you need to... Oh, well, actually... Hold on, I missed a crucial step. How the fuck do we craft this thing? The deployer. Let's get to it. So this deployer here requires a brass hand, an electron tube, and andesite casing. An electron tube requires polished rose quartz and an iron plate. Now an iron plate you already know how to make. However, the polished rose quartz, that's different. You need rose quartz, and you need sandpaper. So how this is going to work is basically you're going to drop that on the floor. Once you get your rose quartz, you can make sandpaper. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my lordy lord. Sand paper. There we go. This requires a piece of sand and a piece of paper. And then you right click on it. And now you have a piece of polished rose quartz. And then obviously you know the rest. You make the metal plate. Yeah. And after that, we need the brass hand. That's an important bit. This requires 4 brass sheets and andesite alloy. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. Bonk. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. There you go. You now have your brass hand. And now put into the configuration, you make a deployer. You can obviously ponder this, or you can listen to my sexy voice. I know which one you like more. And there you go. You have your depot there. So now let's make our precision mechanism. So of course, small, big, and then your iron ingot. We'll have to do it through here. 1, 2, 3. And so here's the thing, right? With when we're making this, it has one chance to fail and basically make us junk shit. Nothing good. So we'll have to get unlucky for that, but obviously we don't want that. Whoa, cool. Okay. So now let's go to our precision mechanism. So again, small cogwheel, large cogwheel, iron nugget. So you usually do it like this. 1, 2. See? That's how you know you're doing it right then. 3. Okay, now you do it again. 1, 2, 3. So now you're going to do that 5 times. You're going to repeat this 5 times. Each one. Yet, and that is 1 precision mechanism. Hooray, we got our precision mechanism. Beautiful, isn't it? Alright, so now let's make our thingamajigger. There. Obviously, we don't need it, but just for show. And now, there we go. Now rotation speed controller. So now 2 in 1. Let's see. I'll guide you on how this works. So we don't need this anymore. This is all junk and funk. Defunct. Useless. We don't need it. which is kind of good now, actually. So, there we go. So how this works is basically, so you have power coming there, to the bottom bit right there. Hold on. Right there. That's rotating. And that will affect how fast this spins. Actually, no, it won't. This will. This little number thing. Target speed and RPM. So I want to go really fast. Whoa. That's cool. Okay, and so now, what you usually want to do is, well, get lined up. So what you do is just take a gearbox, take your wrench, and you rotate it like this, like so, in this hypothetical situation. A few more, whatever. There you go. That's rotated, so then it goes like this. We'll take our shaft. These things. Not the one you're thinking of, you dirty scoundrel. And then boom! And so now you're at the Bronze Age. So now when you set this low, you can set this to 1, and now everything is going at abysmal speeds, or you can just set this up. However, just remember that the higher it is, the more stress that will be applied to your system. So there. Then when I set this low, see, you get way more at the expense of everything's just going terribly slow. So yeah, that is part 2. And so in the next video I will explain basically how where we go from here. We're gonna hop right into steam engines, and steam engines should be fun. Yeah, see you around.